right. How many do we have?
No one, and just the TV they're recording.
Oh, so we just do the defaults.
Right.
All right. Okay. I got a pop up. Let me get rid of that.
Okay.
All right. Today's news. There we go. Oh, fantastic then. Oh, hang on. All right, there we go. See if anybody else tries to pop up and sell me stuff. Okay. All right, let's just go through this. Ready? Carissa Alt is a default judgment. I didn't receive any this afternoon. I was kind of
Right.
So I'll go by what you sent me last night. So
yeah. Okay.
if anybody's paid, just let me know. And then hang on. Not a bad day. It just kind of getting a lot of work done, but trying to get everything done. A little discombobulated, but not bad. So okay, defaulted there. And then Robert Anderson is the default judgment.
Right.
Megan Baltzell is a default judgment. She entered a no contest plea. Anything with it?
Oh, that should have been for all three of them. No, there was no.
Okay. Court will accept a no contest plea, find her guilty, and impose the face amount of the citation.
Okay.
Okay. Kelly Bennett is a default judgment on both citations. Zach Brown is a default judgment. Kelly Burrow is a default judgment. Nicholas Carpenter is a bond forfeiture. Diedrich Chairs is a default judgment on both citations. Eric Claudio Garcia is a default judgment. Eric DeCremer is a bond forfeiture. Kyle Daubert is a bond forfeiture. We'll accept guilty plea on both, accept the guilty plea, find him guilty, and impose the face amount of the citation.
In the past, for when they enter a plea and there's a speeding, you have reduced it. Did you?
Yeah, I'll keep the same. So let me take a look at that. Just make sure that.
All right, it might be a mess. I didn't even realize that was a speeding one. The PD is not able to combine the files, so when you open up, you'll see there's individual documents.
Okay, and this was for, let's see, Kyle Daubert. See what I can do. Citation. Oh, what's 27 mean?
See that? Yeah, you have to. They're just separate. It's usually what's put together. You know, like I put together the ones that I knew you would be reviewing, but I didn't do all of them because it's a real time-consuming process.
Sure. Okay, I guessed there's two citations and I guessed wrong. Let me try it again. Okay. You're right. It's a little.
Yeah, it's awkward for you, and that's why I did.
That's okay. Well, thank you. I mean, at least I've got time to go through it then.
I missed that one.
Oh, here it is. Okay. There's no comments on it. I'll assume that the I'll adopt my normal standard. I'll reduce it to 19 over, which would be 4 points instead of 6.
Did you see that there is the speeding report and then it's all separated out?
Yeah, I'm reviewing the speeding report right now. Basically, what the speed report is, it's just a checklist. Basically, the comment section of the speed report is blank. Because it's blank.
Oh, okay.
I would assume that there's nothing really of note. Because of that, I will reduce it to 4 points instead of 6. If there was egregious driving or if there was an incident, then I might reconsider, but since since it's blank, I have no problem with reducing that to 19 over 4 points in the same forfeiture with normal amount of time to pay.
Okay.
And we're granting 60 days to pay, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep it at 60 then. Okay. Next would be Daniel Erickson, and that is a default judgment. Tyler Erickson is a bond forfeiture. Lindsay Ether is a default judgment. Irving Figueroa Sierra is a bond forfeiture for both. Carla Flores Sosa is a default judgment on all 4 citations. Blake George is a default judgment. Alexander Goings is a default judgment. Dennis Heckle Smiler is a bond forfeiture. Shauna Hess is a default judgment. Audrey Hickey is a bond forfeiture, excuse me. Amanda Hill is a bond forfeiture. Tab Hollibush, no contest plea. Anything along with it?
No.
Okay, accept the no contest plea, find the defendant guilty, and impose the face amount of the citation. Wesley Lloyd Edward Jordan Fuchsager, default judgment on both sides, or all 3 citations. Kiana Kohler is a default judgment. Abby Kraus, accept the guilty plea, find the defendant guilty, and impose the face amount of the citation. It's 60 days to pay, as with all of these. Avery Lamberti is a default judgment. Jenna Lane is a default judgment. Nicholas Manhart is a default judgment. Melanie Manson is a default judgment. Laura Maresh is a bond forfeiture.
Melanie
Savannah-
Hanson, at the last minute sent in a guilty plea,
Oh.
but there was nothing
Which
added.
one was that for Manson? Okay, accept the guilty plea, find the defendant guilty, impose the face amount of citation with 60 days.
Okay.
As with all, 60 days to pay unless otherwise indicated by me. Okay, Laura Maresh was a bond forfeiture. Savannah Mickelson is a default judgment. Natosha Mitchell is a default judgment on all 3 citations. Cameron Montel is a bond forfeiture, but he didn't submit a plea.
No, he did not.
Okay, we'll leave it at the same speeding level. Cody Morton is a bond forfeiture. Colton Offerdahl is a bond forfeiture. J. Paul Olson Jr. is a default judgment to all 5 citations. Right, yep.
Yep.
Okay. Ivana Paradivocek, excuse me, is a bond forfeiture. And then Jonathan Pequeno Poso is a plea sheet.
Right. If you, in the file, if you organize them by hit date modified, all of the ones that you'll need to see will come to the top of the list. It'll be a little easier for you to see. Those are the ones that I combined and then I scanned their plea sheet.
Okay, there we go. Thank you. That would have been, where is it? So basically, he was driving to sell it and the guy backed out. So let me
Yeah.
take a look at his report. I understand how that is. So he's probably didn't renew it and all that. So let me check the minimum on this. Bad circumstances, but he still probably should have it insured, but I'll cut him a break on the forfeiture.
It looks like there was an accident too, so I'm sure he has enough.
Issues, yeah.
Yeah.
That was at the end. Okay, that's his only citation though, so.
Yeah, yep.
So 344.62.1. Okay, 0 to 500. I'll cut it from $50 forfeiture to $30 plus costs. Total forfeiture of $98.80 with
Okay.
60 days to pay.
Okay.
Find the defendant, accept the no contest plea, find him guilty, reduce the fine or forfeiture to $30 plus costs with 60 days to pay, and so ordered. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Mitchell Rayfield is a default judgment. All, both citations. Joshua Rebone, I don't know how to say that. A default judgment. Jessica Reuter is a plea
Reuter.
sheet.
She
Reuter,
did,
thank you.
she did provide proof of insurance.
Oh, great. Oh. Oh, yeah, full coverage, yeah. On this court's own motion, the court will, since the defendant provided proof, the court, the defendant's reached the court's goal of having insured his car, so the court on its own motion will dismiss the citation.
Okay.
Chari Riccardi is a bond forfeiture. Aaron Riley is a default judgment. Rebecca Roach is a bond forfeiture. Both citations. Yulitza Saldivar is a bond forfeiture. Richard Schaefer is a default judgment. Carter Seamer is a default judgment. Daniel Seffens is a bond forfeiture. Milot Salmani is a bond forfeiture. Penny Spencer is a default judgment. Gregory Swenson is a default judgment. Arlen Waggy is a bond forfeiture. Blake Wake is a default judgment. Sarah Weiner is a Weiner is a plea sheet, and we'll see if she registered her car.
Yes.
Wait, I got on the wrong one. Sorry. I clicked on the, there she is. Okay, since she provided proof, the court finds that she met a goal as well, and the court's own motion, court will dismiss the citation. And then Erica Zimmerman, default judgment.
That's it.
Fantastic. Easy court nights. 2 more Zoom, and then we're back in person in June, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And I do tomorrow, if you have some time, we need to talk about an issue. Nothing important, but it just the city attorney is questioning something. So I don't know. Do you have a busy day tomorrow? Or?
I've got a court hearing at like 11 that shouldn't take too long. I've got a couple of appointments, but
Okay.
let me check. Yeah, I actually have just a couple appointments in the morning. I'll call you early afternoon if that works.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, I will talk to you then. Thanks, Mary.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks.